Yeah, man. Back in the building, man. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. We are back. Yes, hit that like button. Y'all coming to the building. This cave. It is me. I am him. Hit that like button. Y'all coming to the building. Had some technical difficulties, but we are back. Shout out to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I deleted that last stream. We're gonna keep this one though. Mod Gang, what's up? We back, Stars. Yeah, Stars, you already know, man. Salute to you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man. Go New York, go New York, go. So like I was saying before I was interrupted with technical difficulties, game three is gonna be in New York City. Now, we gotta turn up for our city, man. We got to turn up for our city. Ain't nobody ain't nobody else gonna do it. If we win game three, the broom is coming out. This is gonna be for Boston. If we win game three, Boston, we got a broom with your name on it. Okay? I'm telling you that now. We got a name with your name on it. Of course, Stars, I got you, gang. You already know. This this is for Boston. We got your name on this broom right here. If we win game three, because now we going in uncharted territory. Don't let us get into uncharted territory. We're gonna win if we get in uncharted territory. You give us you give us a lot of chances. We're gonna capitalize. Last year we was close, but this year we're gonna get over that hill. New York is gonna get over that hill. Put some respect on New York's name. We're gonna sweep through a Boston courts. Yep. Get them brooms all through Boston's. So now, do y'all think last year was a fluke? Boston winning last year? Cause they won last year, didn't they? Didn't Boston win the whole thing last year? Who was the championship team for last year? Let's see. Who was 2024 NBA championship team? Who was the championship team last year? We have the Boston Celtics. So last year, the Boston Celtics won the championship. This year, they're going to get swept by the New York Knicks. How that feel, Boston? We got a broom with your name on it, Boston. 15 people in here. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all coming to the building. Y'all want to donate to the channel. Hit up the super chat. I appreciate it. Mod Gang. I see y'all, Stars. Salute to you. This is for Boston. Boston. We got a broom with your name on it. Boston. We got a broom with your name on it, Boston. We're going to sweep through your courts. They won it last year. Now this year, they getting swept. They had the lead. We came back and took both of those games from them. We took 2 games from Boston. We took those games. We took those games. Yo, as soon as I get my car connected, yo, appreciate you, man. Take your time. No rush. You know what I'm saying? No rush. You already know, man. Hold it down. You mod gang. So, you know what I'm saying? You being here is enough support. You heard? That's mod gang. You just being here is enough support, man. You know what I'm saying? You being here, that's support for me. Mod gang. You already know. But yeah. The Knicks. The Knicks, the Knicks, the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of them, bro. Cause even though they was down, even though it looked like Boston was gonna win both of those games, right? It looked like Boston was gonna just run through the Knicks and just, half their weight. It looked like that. That's what it looked like. until that final 0-0-0-0 fourth quarter when you see the outcome. New York Knicks is on top. They're always definitely, definitely, but there's no pressure. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. Take your time. I know how it is. I know how it is. No pressure. Take your time. In the meantime, in between time, YouTube got to pay the boy anyway. I get paid off of the views, gang. So I don't trip off that. Like other YouTubers, they be greedy, man. They be shaking down people for super chats and, oh, you got to donate to the super. If you don't donate, I'm going to take away your wrench. And if you don't donate, I don't read your comments. And, I only read comments from people who donate. And, you want me to read your question, put a super chat, all the tactics, all the tricks. You see it all the time. People don't even get acknowledged until they donate. I ain't that way, bro. I ain't that way. It's Mod Gang. You know what I'm saying? So, you already know, man. You know what I'm saying? YouTube got to pay me anyway. I get paid for the views, gang. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, man. You know what I'm saying? These things do numbers, man. When you're in the algorithm and I end a live stream, my thing be at thousands of views because people come in and out, in and out, in and out the stream, in and out, in and out. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is bring up Diddy. Yeah, man. I remember, the baby oil. See, we got mature. See, like even YouTube get mature. You know what I'm saying? Because remember the baby oil comments, all the baby oil, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, Diddy this, Diddy that. You talk about that, they get your numbers up crazy. So you ain't lying, bro. Talk about Diddy and I remember I was in the algorithm crazy when that Diddy stuff came out, bro. I had hundreds of people in my street, just talking about the freak offs, and you know what I'm saying. Cause that's when it was. Now we've got matured, man. Like we matured off the Diddy situation. It was all baby oils, and I was like, we passed that. It's like we at the trial phase. Now let's segue to the Diddy real quick. Let's segue to the Diddy trial. So this is day 3. They're still in jury selection for the Diddy trial. You know what I'm saying? This will be interesting, man. You know, I can't wait to see what happens. It says it's going to be the length of the trial going to be for 2 months. So for 2 months, arguments, like closing arguments and all that, all the trial stuff might be next week if they could find more Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the higher Young Thug's lawyer. They don't even know. I think the Young Thug lawyer. Uh, yes, Sean Diddy hired Brian Steele. So guy who got Young off his case, Diddy hired him. So Brian Steele is working in his behalf right now, and that's low key. You know what I mean? Yeah, I fell asleep in your arms. That's what's up, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, you to be admitted to Combs defense teams. So join Diddy's team, and Brian still told Diddy, don't take a plea deal. Diddy was off the deal. And so that's where he at now. Try now. Found guilty of these charges. He got life. Diddy got in in jail. If he's found guilty, charged as good as that was, there is no making back. So it doesn't mean it stems on is a federal recharge. That crime, that the case is not about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't think so. You're lagging. Yeah, I know. I'm lagging a bit, man. Back now? You better now? Let me see. Yeah, but the case isn't about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yeah, I guess it's gonna lag a bit or whatever. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. It's gonna lag a bit. You know, I don't know what's up on you know, YouTube be tripping. They don't send out my notifications and this and that. But y'all hit the like button, man. We gonna do what we gotta do, man. We gonna get the message out. We ain't gonna stop. Appreciate you, stars, for the feedback. Appreciate you for letting me know, man. Yeah, the illegal stuff that's under the bad boy umbrella. Now he has a lot of stuff that, you know what I mean. That's under this umbrella. That a lot of drugs. Let me see. Let's let's go to the Diddy case real quick. Appreciate you, man. P Diddy's charges. So P Diddy's charges. P Diddy's charges. Uh, Hold on, let me see. So we got P Diddy charges. Uh, what is his charges? Y'all smash the like button. Y'all coming to the building, man. What's up with y'all? Y'all hit the like. Talking to you. Shout out to the Knicks, man. I want you to. Let me see. P Diddy charges. Okay. Then we got some. We got some. All right. So he's charged with a 3-count indictment with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. So from 2008, this is an indictment between 2008 to the present. So from 2008 to the present, y'all, they've been having an investigation, and the present would have been last year when he was locked up. That's when they stopped the investigation. So anything after 2024 was already sealed and done deal. So from 2008 to 2024. So you mean to tell me they was investigating Diddy for 16 years? 16 years? They was investigating Diddy for 16 years. That's what y'all mean to tell me? 16 years between 2008 and the present. They said Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others, and led a racketeering conspiracy that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, among other things. So these are the slew of charges that's against Diddy with the racketeering. So like racketeering alone bring the conspiracy. Yeah, 16 years ago, gang. You feel me? 16 years ago. Like I don't even know where I was 16 years ago. I smoked too much bud. I don't know where I was 16 years ago. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all come into the building. Y'all smash the like. But yeah, man. Diddy trial is going down, and they they've been investigating Diddy for 16 years. They said Combs abused, threatened, coerced women and others. So the others had to be men. So they said he abused men too, and led a racketeering conspiracy. A racketeering conspiracy, y'all, that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, among other crimes. So they mentioned that. And then they said among other crimes. You just named like 10 crimes right there, among others. So it's more than 10. That's crazy. I wonder, will Diddy snitch? Nah, Diddy ain't no snitch. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Diddy ain't gonna snitch. I tell you that. He gonna go down. He gonna go down. But like what I know from Diddy, cause I've been around, and I know I'm a good judge of character. Diddy ain't gonna rat. He ain't gonna snitch. That's one thing though. Cause if he would have snitched, he would have been did it already. He would have been snitched. He would have been took the plea. You know what I'm saying? He 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 would have been did that. The fact that he 10 toes down with it let me know that he gonna keep his mouth shut, and he just gonna, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna snitch, bro. I know Jay helping him out. Now y'all gotta wonder, is Jay helping Diddy behind the scenes? Yes, he is. Is Alex Shapiro helping Brian Steele behind the scenes? Yes, they are. They're helping Diddy, but they ain't gonna make it public. Cause when the last time you seen Jay-Z? Jay-Z said, if it wasn't for these pictures, y'all wouldn't see me at all. You don't see Jay. You'll never see Jay. You'll never see Jay. But they behind the scenes helping Diddy. They helping Diddy, bro. Because at the end of the day, Jay's still gonna reach out, cause, by him, you know, having the accuser fall back from the story of him accusing her. Now y'all remember Jay-Z accuser came up with a crazy story that blew up the internet. Well, Jay-Z put some pressure on her, and she fell back. But she was accusing Diddy also. So not only did Jay help himself, Jay helped Diddy in the situation. So I'm trying to tell y'all, Jay is going to help Diddy behind the scenes, and Alex Shapiro is going to help Brian Steele, give him tips and how to beat the case and the best advice. Cause at the end of the day, they're still a brotherhood. They are, the billionaire brunch. Come on, man. If my billionaire partner is in trouble, you best believe I'm gonna put out my assets and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Pause. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to help fix the situation, which Jay is gonna do behind the scenes. So that's why Puffin take the plea deal. That's why Puffin got a snitch. Cause I don't know if you're gonna beat the case though. Like, what I'm saying? That racketeering, like racketeering is old. is an old ass thing, man. I don't know about racketeering, man. A lot of people don't beat racketeering charges. Now you'll beat a murder before you beat racketeering. Now let that sink in. They don't play about their money, man. They don't play about their money. They might let him be free out of fear. I think they will be similar to the Trump case. Yeah. Will Diddy walk? That's a good question. But like I said, that racketeering is what they're probably holding for. They're probably holding for that racketeering. Let me see. Yeah, so we got a couple charges here, man. Now, sexual abuse and exploit of women. They might drop that. They might drop that. But if they was watching you for 16 years, and you've been doing racketeering for 16 years under the bad boy umbrella, under the bad boy skies, then that means something. And that means a lot, you know what I'm saying? 16 years. It's a 3-count indictment. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on out here, man. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all coming to the building. Y'all smash up the like, man. What's up with y'all? Where y'all from? I'm chopping it up with the mods up in here. Mod gang. We got stars up in the building. Salute to stars, you know what I'm saying? See. So we got Diddy. Let's look up some Diddy news. P. Diddy. So we got some P. Diddy news as always. The trial is on the way. So Diddy trial recap. Potential jurors. Oh, okay. So this is today. So potential jurors requesting for a second day in Sean Diddy's Combs federal sex crimes trial. So this is the second day. And they've been questioned. You know what I'm saying? Questionnaire. It's typical for jurors to have a questionnaire. So why would you have a questionnaire? To see who's biased and to see who is not eligible to be on the jury. So that's why the questionnaire is given. And then they let people go who they feel will be biased to the case. So a questionnaire was given. Jurors on May 6th were asked. So this is the question that the jurors were asked. They were asked if they, a family member, or a friend have been a victim of sexual assault, sexual harassment, or domestic violence, and whether they or a loved one have been charged or accused of such crime. So they're asking the jurors, have anybody in your family, have any of your friends have been involved in any sex crimes? They want to know. That's the question they're asking the jurors. Have anyone you know been a freak? Have anyone you know been involved in sex crimes? And if you say yes, you out of here. They don't want you. I'm going to read that question again. So they're asking the jurors if they, a family member or a friend, have been a victim of sexual assault, sexual harassment, or domestic violence, and whether they or a loved one have been charged or accused of such crime. So they're asking them if they know anybody who's been a victim of it, or if they've been charged with. They just want to find out, the weirdos. They got a couple questions they ask the jurors. Then it says, another question, it says, have you communicated to others, posted your opinion on social media or online, or liked any social media post about Mr. Combs? If so, when and where did you post or state your opinion? Damn. So they said, did you like any post about P. Diddy, and when? Did you like a post? Did you post in his videos? Did you comment anything on the P Diddy's page? Did you like him? Did you like a post that P Diddy did? And if you did, we need to know. That's the second question. Have you communicated to others, posted your opinion on social media or online, or liked any social media post about Mr. Combs? If so, when and where did you post or state your opinion? You said, fuck, nah, I never take your wrench away, gang. He said, take the wrench away. Nah, man. I don't get down like that, man. I ain't no Indian giver. Yeah? So, let me see. And then they got another question. So the jurors are asked multiple questions, y'all. The jurors are asked multiple questions. It says, as the case continues, the jurors are also asked about their feeling of law enforcement and experiences with the government. Now, it said, now P. Diddy team, they want potential jurors to describe the music they like and their opinions about the hip hop and rap music industry. You would need to know that about the jurors. Like, do y'all like hip hop? Do y'all like rap? Or was y'all just on this jury pool just to be racist and you know? So Diddy's defense team is asking the jurors, do y'all like rap? Do y'all like hip hop? What's your style of music? Why are they asking all of this? They got to ask this to weed out potential jurors who's biased or who might not like rap and might use this as a statement. So all of those people got to be out. If you've been a pedophile, if if your family been a victim of sexual abuse, you might use this case as vengeance. So they're looking for people who want to use this case as a statement to get payback that's personal for them. So just trying you know, you got to be unbiased. That's what they want. Somebody who they like Diddy or opposite somebody who don't hate him. They don't like him neither. They ask him, do you have anything against him? Do you like his videos? They need to know everything. Do you like rap? You know? Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Lagging a bit. Yeah. It is what it is, man. This is what it is. We here though, man. I got the night nurse on deck, the night strain. Y'all ever heard of the night nurse strain? Ooh, it's good. Look it up. Night nurse strain. I'll be right back. Yeah, we back. I have to take a little smoke break. You know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, gang. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all coming to the building. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Cave. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It's better now. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the people who still up right now. So it says, yeah, we still back on the Diddy case. Will Diddy be charged extra though? Yeah, it's still more charges coming out. It's still more charges. It's not finished yet. So it says jurors have been questioned one by Judge Subramanian, the prosecution and the defense to determine whether they qualify to serve on Combs' jury. So then they question them one by one. Look, question them one by one. Uh, so May 2nd, Diddy turned down a plea deal. Now, that's going in the route of ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky took that same approach. They came to ASAP Rocky with a plea deal. ASAP Rocky turned it down and he beat his case. Diddy is taking that same approach. Turn this down and I'm trying to beat the case. Cause, they said if he's convicted of all these charges, he's doing life. So a plea deal. So let's talk about life and a plea deal. If Diddy was to, plead out, take full responsibility, because once a plea deal is entered, you gotta say, yo, I'm guilty. You got to admit guilt, or the plea deal is null and void. So once you admit guilt, you accept the plea deal, they're gonna hit you with at least 30 years, bro. 20 years, bro. 20 joints, 15 years. Cause we talking about if you're guilty on all these charges, you got life, bro. They talking about life. So anything less than life, they gonna hit you with 25 on a plea. Bugging, bro. Yeah, exactly. You gotta weigh out your options. Like, nah, this is too serious of a case to plead out, bro. I can't plead out. It's too serious. We talking 25. It's the minimum. 25 on a plea. They're gonna try to get him at the board. They're gonna try to hit you. So the smartest thing to do was not take the plea, bro. Not take whatever they offer. They're gonna offer 25. And you like 50 years old already, bro. Anything of a plea, bro, that's a life sentence for you anyway. Diddy's in his feet, that's a life sentence, so you might as well fight, bro. Fight to the end. Fight to the end. So the judge rejected a request from the rapper's legal team to delay the start of the trial. So they wanted to delay the start of the trial, and the judge rejected that. They wanted to get a little more time. Judge said, nah, this trial is on. It's on. If convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Man. Like, even if Diddy gets off, bro, this is the question. Like, can he bounce back? Like, let's was found not guilty. Can he bounce back? Like, would Diddy be able to recover and get back to the person he was? No way. No way. Even if he is found not guilty, Diddy's name is stained forever. His legacy is tarnished forever. Even if he's found not guilty, the damage is done. The damage is done. Even if he's found not guilty, the damage is done. Nobody's going to work with him. Even if he's found not guilty, nobody's going to work with him. Just trying to get this over. Yeah. The judge is trying to get this over. Now, the Young Thug case. You got to remember the Young Thug case stretched on for years, bro. Atlanta was a circus with the Young Thug case. That stretched on for years. This judge trying to get this over in 2 months. 2 months. The judge trying to get this over with and done. And he ain't trying to go in that Young Thug route. That stretched on for, that was a circus on that case. Cameras in there. Yeah, it's just a circus. It wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they had to find Young Thug not guilty. It was just a circus. I'm like, you know. Now, this is a little different. This is more serious. This is the vibes of, yo, Diddy, you know, you think you're going to get away with this, but you ain't get away with this type stuff, type energy. Why I say that? 50 million, bro. They denied Diddy 50 million. They denied the Diddy's bill for 50 million, bro. 50 million. That's when I knew they was trying to send a message. Period, bro. I'm like, from the beginning, I'm like, 50 million? They don't want that? Nah, bro. They trying to send a message. They trying to send a message. You know, hold them. Don't let them free. No bond. And this been since September 2024 that he been sitting in jail. Over 8 months. About to be a year. About to be a year, and he's still in there. You know what I'm saying? Still in there, man. You know, he's used to that life by now. Because after a certain time, you get used to that lifestyle. You know, you don't know what, you know. So, I don't think he could recover. I don't think he could ever get back to the Diddy he was. You know, he lost. At this point, he's been locked up for 8 months. Diddy done lost hundreds of millions. You know, his loss in revenue is astronomical. I mean, this is gonna kill him. Like, he's gonna lose a lot of money. He's gonna lose everything he worked hard for is gone. Yeah, I gotta understand. Everything Diddy worked hard for is gone. It's gone. Now, let's segue into the game. Now, the game is a rapper from California who was accused of sexual assault. Now, the game had to foreclose and sell his home, his mansion in Calabasas, because he had to pay a default judgment. The problem with the game is the game thought that by him not showing up to this court hearing, the judge and people wasn't going to take this serious. But by the game not showing up to this court hearing for a sexual assault case from, let's go to the game. Well, the judge ordered the game to pay $7 million to his victim. $7 million. $7 million. The game have to pay to a woman. $7 million. And you tell me that this ain't the come-up game for females, the come-up era? $7 million. The game sold his house in Calabasas. He sold his house. And that house, they said, is like $4 million. So he gotta pay $3 million more to the victim. The game. He gotta pay $3 million more. He sold his house in Calabasas. That right there is insane. The rapper Game default judgment. Sick. That's nasty. $7 million you got to pay, bro. 7 million, bro. He's forced to sell his home in Calabasas, bro. He, cause he gotta fulfill a $7 million debt. The game has to fulfill a $7 million debt default judgment. Insane. So he forced to sell your man. I tell you, boy, I wouldn't want to be the game, man. The Compton rapper was accused by a woman, Priscilla Rainey. Let's get to that. Priscilla Rainey of sexual assault during the production of his dating show, She Got Game. So during the production of the Game's dating show, Priscilla said he sexually assaulted her. Then the Game refused to appear in court regarding the suit, and a default judgment was issued against the Game, and he was ordered to pay little over $7 million. A default judgment was set against him, and he was forced to pay $7 million. I worked too hard to give my money to some chick who's trying to false accuse me of this, man. Okay, she false accused you of sexual assault. You know, you don't want to show up to court because you think it's not that serious. But other people do, bro. That judge wasn't playing. That judge hit you hard, bro. 7 million, I'd be sick. I'd be sick, bro. So Rainey, the girl who the Game have to pay, has previously requested that the court sells the Game's mansion to cover the debt. So she pressing him like, yo, sell his mansion, give me my money. What? They asking OD money, bro. Yeah, bro. She said, I don't care. He better sell his mansion, give me my money. I don't care if he homeless. And he already gave her $500,000. Did y'all know that? The Game already gave her $500,000. That's not enough for her. She want him to sell his mansion. She want him to be homeless. She just want, damn, I tell you, bro. And of course it's a false accusation. Ain't nothing happened. But you didn't show up to the court to fight for your cause, bro. And that just put a default judgment in her hands. And she got an easy 7 million. She probably like, whoa, it's crazy, bro. She already got 500,000 out you. She want the rest. Now she wants you to sell your crib, sell that mansion out there. Give me this, that. I need this. I need that. Man. So the mansion is currently in the market for $4 million, a figure still short of the $7 million judgment. Damn. The Game has yet to, I'm fading. What's that? That's crazy. Rain has been dogged in her attempt to enforce a judgment. Yeah, man. She he has already paid her just shy of 400,000. Damn. No wonder he ain't dropped no albums, bro. He can't drop no albums. Anything he drop, the money goes straight to her. That's like, man, that's insane to me, bro. Like anything you do, I gotta give my money to her. Oh, yeah, man, you probably got school tomorrow. You already know, man. Go lay it down, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hold it down. You know, tap out. You know what I'm saying? But the game didn't understand the game. The game ran on him. Pause. The game, they didn't understand, bro. Shorty wasn't playing. Shorty was not playing around. You gonna sleep in class? Ha! Just don't get caught, my boy. Just don't get caught, my boy. But the game was not playing around. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Hold it down for your boy, man. It says the game has always denied any wrongdoing. All right, but you gotta tell that to the coach, bro. You can't go. But anybody accuses you, especially as far as sexual, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show up. You know what I'm saying? I have no default judgment placed against you. I have no default judgment placed against. Yeah. Okay, we good now? Yeah, just for a sec. I think we good now. What about now? We good? Yeah, I think we good now. Yeah. Well, it's a little hick. Yeah, but so like it wasn't even, bro. All she said the game did was put his hand inside her dress to rub her vag and her buttocks. So all he did was put his hand inside her dress, allegedly, rub her vag and her buttocks. And you want 7 million for that? Where's the penetration? Like, bro, where's the penetration? That's a touch. That don't deserve no 7 million. What? It's crazy, bro. Like, that's not fair. Cause any female could just say, "Yo, he touched me," and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's like it was no penetration. Like that's wild. And you get awarded 7 million for that. 7 million for that. That's a lot of money. Yeah, ain't like if he did anything to her, gang. He ain't do nothing to her. And that's probably not even true. That's probably a lie. But he ain't show up. So Shorty got a free play. She got a free 7 million. Y'all gotta understand that. She got a free play off the game. 7 million just for your word against mine. And I don't show face, so the judge wanna prove a point. 7 million. Boom. No penetration. No DNA samples. No nothing. It's just she said this. And that's worthy of $7 million? Come on, man. How is that worthy of $7 million? With no DNA, no nothing, bro, no proof, no facts, just words. Come on, man. We gotta be careful out here as men, bro. As men, we gotta be careful. This world is catered to females. I'm trying to tell y'all, this world is catered to females, bro. Everything is catered to a woman. You go to the courts, the child support is set up for the women. The the accusers, the sexual accusers, they could hide their identity and they could lie and accuse you. They protected. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that shows you that this world governs to the women, govern to the women, bro. And if you even make them cry, or if they even say he did this, he did that, Everybody gonna believe him. They gonna believe him before you. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But when it comes to this society, you're guilty until proven innocent. You know what I'm saying? That's how the society is. You're guilty until you're proven innocent. Everything is catered to a woman. All they got to do is go to acting class and learn how to cry on demand. Just show some tears and that's it. They win. They win. You know, see it all the time. She was awarded $7 million because she just said he did this. He touched me. That's all she said. The game touched me. The judge, $7 million. There you go. Take it. Buy you a new mansion. Matter of fact, we're gonna kick the game out of his mansion and you could move in there. We'll kick him out, you move in. The world glazes one because of how fragile. Yeah, yep, yep, yeah. Women, but they use that to their advantage to do bad, bro. Like, I don't mind if you soft and tender. I don't mind that at all. But don't be out here finessing and using that against people, bro, to come up, you know. Cause I could tell she lying, bro. She lying. Obviously, she ain't go to the police. She ain't made no police report. This is a civil lawsuit. It's a civil suit. So that means it's money. It's a cash grab. That's what that means. It's a cash grab. It's money. She ain't pressed charges. They never do. They never press charges. They never press charges. It's always that money they want. The almighty dollar. She got 7 million just for saying he did this. Now what that's gonna show other girls, they got a Me Too movement. How about the Sue Too movement? The Me Too, how about Sue Too? You sue, I wanna sue too. You do this, I wanna Me Too. Me Too, I wanna sue too. Everybody wanna sue. Nobody wanna work. Everybody just want what you got. That's how this society is. Everybody want what you got. You work hard for what you got. They see it. They want it. They're gonna find ways to finesse you out of it. It's crazy, man. I'm telling the truth, man. I'm not lying. People find a way to finesse you out your money. Your money you work for. This is my money. I'm gonna let you get $7 million from my money that I work hard for. Come on, man. Money talks, dirty cash, I want you, dirty cash, I need you. Man, money talks. And people do some stuff for some money, man. People will lie on you for some money. Your friends will betray you for some money. Your brother they'll steal for you for some money. Money. Especially if you got a lot of it. Yeah, man, listen, man. If you got a lot of money, you a target. You're gonna be a target. You you gotta build up defenses. You can't be too gullible out here when you got a lot of money. You can't be too friendly when you got a lot of money. Cause people gonna see you as a target and they're gonna try to get you, man. They're gonna try to get you. Not get you per se. They're gonna try to get your finances and try to relinquish it from you. Try to get a piece of it. Any way they can. You see how this, even this Priscilla Rainey is the one who caught is the one who caught Game for 7 million. She caught him for 7 million. Now other females gonna see this and they're gonna follow after this. You think you think this is one and done? Come on, man. It's never one and done. It's copycats out here. It's copycats. They see Priscilla got 7 million, and she's rich. She ain't gotta look back. She could buy cars and houses and businesses now. They they want some. They want their shot. They want their turn. And that's facts. They want their turn. My ex accused me of sexually harassing her, even though there was cameras recording and showing she had used my hand and lucky they reviewed the footage and saw that shit. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm taping too. Forget that. I'm taping conversations. I'm taping encounters. I'm taping everything. You don't gotta worry about you taping me. I'm taping you. Review the footage. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You smart. Obviously, you one of the small ones. You one of the small ones. I love cameras too. Cameras ain't gonna blink. Cameras ain't gonna lie. Cameras is gonna tell you the truth. Cameras is big brothers, you heard? Buy hidden cameras too. Buy cameras you could hide in your clothes with the audios, and when you're around shady people, people that you can't trust, you might have to record them. You could call that police and all. I don't care, bro. I ain't no police. That ain't police stuff. I'm just trying to protect my money, gang. You could call me police all you want, man. I'm recording you guys, man. Especially when it comes to the females, man. I gotta record you females, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm rich. They do it to poor people all the time. Imagine you rich. They gonna get you, man. You rich. You better be recording these conversations, man. You better learn from the ones that's going down. You can't be rich and not seeing what happened to Shannon, not seeing what happened to what's that, Kevin Garnett, not seeing what happened to Smokey Robinson, and what's that other NBA player who just got accused? Another NBA player just got accused. Hold on, let me see. Shit, my phone about to die. Yeah, but another NBA player just got accused of sexual assault. And what's his name? Damn, he just got accused yesterday. He used to play for the Lakers. What's his name? Damn, I want Byron Scott. They just accused Byron Scott of sexual assault that happened 20-something years ago. Shut up. Shut up, shut up. So they just accused Byron Scott of something that happened 20 years ago. A female, of course, said Byron Scott, violated her by the lockers 20-some years ago. So if you are entertainer, you rich, and you don't see the taxes going on these people, you a fool. They try to get Jay-Z. They try to get Jay. But Jay is going to be hard to get. Now, Diddy was reckless. Now, Diddy is the catalyst for, Diddy done open up the floodgates. R. Kelly was, was one of the, the first, ground zero for it. But Diddy really opened the floodgates. And after they got Diddy, the rumors was coming out like, yo, they got Diddy, yo, Jay is next, yo, they coming for Jay. We all heard it. Like, yo, they coming for Jay, yo, Jay is next, yo, Usher, yo, this and that. They try to get Jay. Jay got Alex Shapiro. Alex Shapiro started doing blogs. The accuser for Jay and Diddy, she came out with an interview that blew up all her credibility. Her father said he don't remember nothing of it. And, you know, just like that, it vanished. It went away. Jay was off the hook, but we ain't never see Jay anyway. Jay didn't make a video denouncing it. He just pushed his lawyer to the front. Go get him. That's a boss, bro. You don't even when the pressure's on me, bro. Jay didn't pop out for nothing. Jay didn't pop out from Jay didn't say nothing, cause you know what they say. Your words could be held against you, bro. People listen, and everything you say could be held against you, especially when it's involving cases like that. Everything, anything you said, they're gonna scrutinize with a fine-tooth comb, and they're gonna flip and look for narratives. So it's best you let your lawyer come out. You know what I'm saying? And Jay gave a forewarning. Say, yo, we fight from from victory. Some ill quote that I know he said, but his lawyer was speaking. But I know Jay put that up in there. That sound like a rap bar. That sound like a bar you'll put in your rap song. He said we fighting for what? Man, quote. That was a quote that Jay said in that statement that he let his lawyer speak. He probably wrote it, but you'll never see him, bro. When the last time you seen Jay-Z? If it wasn't for these pictures, you never see me at all. You don't see that man. Even when the pressure's on him. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn from stuff like that. You gotta learn, bro. You gotta learn. You a target. They tried with Jay-Z. That failed. Byron Scott, Kevin Garnett, Shannon Sharp, so much Smokey Robinson. You got Bill Cosby. You got all of these people. What do they have in common? They all fall to a woman, bro. They all fell to women. Women have been their Achilles heel. Women have been their kryptonite. Women have been their kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? Now Shannon Sharp, he losing popularity every day. Every day he's losing that innocence that we once thought Shannon Sharp had. That's gone. It's been what? Close to 2 weeks now. 2 weeks now. The world is moving on from the Shannon Sharp situation, but behind the scenes, it's still going down. It's going down. But on the internet, the internet is the microwave generation. They want everything instant. But, Shannon Sharp's situation is playing out slowly as time works its course. You know how time goes. Time goes slow. It's ticking, but, it's moving fast at the same time. $50 million lawsuit. Ooh-wee. How do he sleep at night? Like, how do you sleep at night knowing you got a 50 Yo, how you sleep at night knowing you got a $50 million lawsuit looming over your head, bro? I wake up in cold sweats every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I be waking up in cold sweats, man. Bro, like, nah, bro. 50 million? Man, you know what I'm saying? How you accumulate all of that to give it to somebody, bro? You give it to somebody. 50 million. Here you go. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take 50 million from me. Hell, take 10 million. Shannon was ready to give up 10 million. Y'all forgot about that? Shannon was ready to give up 10 million to her, bro. 10 million. Take this for your silence, please. Just take it. Shannon was ready to give it up. It wasn't enough. For somebody who's trying to finesse you, nah, I'm not gonna let you name your price. Oh, you're desperate. Okay, you're desperate. I'm gonna name my price. I don't want your offer. I'm the finesser. I'm gonna set an offer. 50 million, 40 million more, Shannon. 50 million now. Since you're desperate, I'm gonna name a price. You don't ever bite, bro. Period. Whatever they had against you, you tell them, put it out. Put it out. Okay, y'all got this video against me. I'm not gonna pay $10 million for y'all to not put the video out. Put it out. Put the video out. I'm gonna call y'all bluff. Whatever y'all, bro. You know, you go wanna pay 10 million. You go away. You did something. See, I'm gonna show y'all both sides. Now, if Shannon did something, he would offer 10 million. He go away. Now, if you nothing, you call him bluff. You say whatever you got. I ain't do nothing. Put it out. I'm not offering you crap, but you ain't do that. You offered. They got something on you, man. I'm too smart for this. They got something on you, gang. You fell to a woman, bro. Women is your kryptonite. Women is y'all kryptonite. Y'all got money, and y'all fall. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fall every time. From the old to the young. You know what I'm saying? They fall. Drake, Drake like him young too. Kendrick exposed Drake. Hey Drake, I heard you like him young. Drake like him young too. Drake, yo, listen, man. Drake is one of them. Yeah, the pretty boy Drake, the drizzler. You got the drizzler. You got the diddler. You got the jiggler. Now, who is the jiggler? Who y'all think the jiggler is? And who is the diddler? And we know Drake is a drizzler. You got the drizzler, the diddler, and the jiggler. Yo, who is the jiggler? Y'all know who the jiggler is, man. Y'all know who the jiggler is. Don't play, man. Jiggler. That's the one that's gonna get away. That's the jiggler. But he got some skeletons. You know what I'm saying? Drizzler too. But the diddler right now is in prison. The jiggler, he slipped away. The drizzler been exposed. These dudes out here, boy, they out here being some, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Control yourself, man. Control yourself or y'all gonna lose money every time. Females got hella control. Females got, yo, bro. Females got hella control, bro. They could sleep in a bed, bro, be mad at you, not give you none. They won't even touch you. You be thirsty. You be ready to give in. She be still mad at you. You know? Like, they know how to control their stuff, bro. Us, we men, man. We laying in the bed with a nice, soft, you know what I'm saying? We gonna give in, bro. We gonna give in to the argument every time. We gonna give in, bro. We gonna give in. You see her dressing them boy shorts, and them pajamas, and this and that. Come on, man. You falling every time. That's just the men in us. It's just in our nature to fall to the female, bro. But y'all gotta control, we as men in 2025, bro, that's all the past stuff we fall to the 2025. You, self-made, design yourself to control yourself. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you heard Nipsey. I'm self-made. I design myself. Them Connie Fades, you could check the file yourself. Word up. You heard Nipsey. Rest in peace to that man. Self-made. I design myself. Them Connie Fade. Check the files yourself. You self-made, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't trying to force no female, man. You must be crazy. I'm not making millions to give it to no, no nappy-headed chick, man. Respectfully, man. I ain't, man. I ain't gonna do that. Scallywag. Go get a job. Go get welfare. I ain't your welfare. Respectfully, man. Have to go in on y'all. I ain't your welfare. This ain't no EBT challenge. This ain't no none of that. I ain't, I ain't your come up. I ain't nothing for you. I ain't nothing for you. This ain't no, nah, man. This ain't no simp thing going on here, man. You think you gonna get 7 million out of me? That'd be crazy. I be in that courtroom every day, man. Yo, judge, I'm right here. No default judgment, nothing. I'm right here. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Who said they got, nah, man. You gotta protect your money, man. The same way you work hard to get it. Guess what? Guess what? The same way you work hard to get the money, you gotta work hard to protect it. You gotta work hard to keep it. You know? I mean, you can't work hard to get the money, acquire the money, and then you lose it easily. Like that, what's all the sacrifice for? What's all the pain for? The pain and the sacrifice is to remember that this money ain't come easy. This money is not gonna go easy. I sacrificed pain. I sacrificed time. Everything. I sacrificed my life for this money. I work hard for the money. So why would I let it go away easy? Why? Why would you work hard for your wealth to lose it easily? Come on, y'all, think. Think, bro. Think. Too much pain went into me. You know what I mean? I put in too much pain to have some scallywag, some 304 come out here and accuse me of some assault, man. Cause she wanna come up. She don't wanna work. Get to work, man. Get to work, man. Get to work. I don't care what. You ain't getting nothing from me. You get a penny from me, not a red cent. Word up. You ain't getting a red cent from me. This ain't no shakedown. This ain't no shakedown. Shit. It's crazy how they be, bro. They shaking people down, bro. You know, the most gangsters of the gangsters, bro. They shaking them down. The most gangsters of the gangster. They shaking them down. Like, what? What? What street dudes are y'all? What streets y'all came up in? Yeah, how many women y'all been with? Y'all don't know game, bro. You don't know when a female running game on you, bro. You ain't never been with enough. And basketball players, they be wifing up these 304s. They be getting these 304s pregnant. Then these 304s exposing them and like, bro, you got them for child support. Oh, I got a rich basketball player. I got him hooked for 18 years. I'm gonna get millions out of him. They ain't never been with enough females to know the game, bro. They don't know the game. They get taken every time. And now all the females think all the guys are simps. They see everybody as a simp. One bad apple. One bad apple spoils the bunch, bro. Now all females think we all simps. They think we all easy. Come on, man. Man, my heart is colder than February, man. I tell you that much, man. My heart is colder than February. You heard? Ain't no simping going on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Dog, like what Nipsey said. He said I probably die alone. Like, yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nipsey, man. I've been listening to a lot of Nipsey Hussle music today. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nipsey, man. Like even with Nipsey Hussle, man, you know, like I seen I seen Nipsey, man, you know, when he was alive. I seen Nipsey, man, and I'm like, you doing it too big, man. You doing it too big, gang. I'm like, you doing it too big. They gonna get you. I knew they was gonna get Nipsey. Jealousy. Nipsey was doing it too big. He was bigger than the program. And that's the Rolling 60s. The Rolling 60s were jealous. They thought Nipsey was bigger than the program because Nipsey said, I'm the voice of the West. So once you say you're the voice of the West, you know, them 60s already think, okay, this dude think he bigger than the program. Let's get him out of, Yeah, Big U, come on. Don't nothing go down without Big U green lighting it. So if y'all think Big U didn't know about Nipsey situation, the Eric Holder, and he he had to green light it, bro. You gotta ask for permission before you do anything. You just don't do nothing. You gotta ask for permission. Why you think Eric Holder left? Why you think he left, bro, and came back? He probably was speaking to Big U like, yo, yo, yo. Big U probably green light him. Go ahead, go do what you gotta do. Yo, but I'm gonna end the stream, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yo, stars, yo, mod gang, you already know, man. I'm gonna hit back. Let me charge up my phone, but we gonna tap it up again. Only got 5% left on the phone, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. You already know, man. Mod gang or no gang, you heard? It's always us, never them. Stars, open-minded, aka smarter than your average. We got RC. We got Polly. We got Nita. Shout out to my new mods, Stars and Nita. That's the newest mod that's on the set, you heard? Shout out to y'all, man. Last time that I checked, you know what I'm saying? There's no smut on my rep. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nipsey, man. Ain't no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, man. We respect it out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Name is clean out here. Last time that I checked. But shout out to the mod gang. It's always us, never them, you heard? Never forget that. Always us, never them. You know what I'm saying? HBO, Harlem, Brooklyn only, you heard? Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Brooklyn. HBO, baby. Harlem, Brooklyn only. Always us, never them. I'll be back, y'all. Let me go charge up my phone. Let me go get my mind right. You know, we blow it down all day, man. We got that thing by the, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I'm out.